You ready? You ready? Fight!
Here we go, Hollywood.
Name of the game in this fight is position. Both these guys are experts at what they do. Whoever gets the best position is going to have the advantage. Right now, they're going to be jockeying for that position, and when it wins, that's when the fight's really going to start. When they hit the ground, they hit the cage, or someone starts cutting the angle and landing strikes.
Oh, look at that already. Velame in the black trunks. Gee, he looks a stocky young fella, doesn't he?
Yeah, that's right. Renato is a thick dude.
Again, this is an interesting matchup. Look at that. He looks strong. Right
Nice
front round
play.
publisher position.
Right in front of us. Nice takedown. Renato's going to be looking to pass.
Good, nice takedown.
There it is, right over the leg, straight to half guard.
Got the start that Grytskiv wanted. Very similar to the second round of his brother's fight with Nemo Shraza.
That's right. Yeah, that was an amazing fight. That was an amazing fight.
Well, again, it was a tale of two halves. First half of the fight was all Grytskiv, and the second one was all Raza. Let's see if, but this takedown come a bit early for Velame.
Yeah,
comparison.
Yeah, Grytskiv is going to want to get an underhook on his left arm so that he can actually start shrimping out. He doesn't want to have Renato on top of him like that. This is Renato's world. Renato's going to stay here and hit him or pass. He's fine. He's in the advantageous position. He's happy staying here.
Also spoke to Taras during the weekend. So a bit of ground and pound comes from Velame on Grytskiv.
Powerful, aggressive strikes coming from Renato on top.
We talked about the Viking music coming out. You know who's Valame's hero is?
Tell me.
Ragnar Lothbrok.
Of course. Ragnar's no king.
Yeah, love that show. But look, Grytskiv's going to want to get this to the feet.
Oh, but he just gave up the pass.
Here we go.
Welcome to Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, sir. All right. Oh, look at that. He's going for a darce from the bottom of the north-south. This is a very advanced move, a sneaky one. And if he can cut the angle and continue to walk, he might be able to catch something. His foot, look at, Renato is feeling it. Renato's feeling it, but he's controlling the position. He's not letting him. He's aware of the choke. A sneaky attempt for Grytskiv. Unsuccessful so far. Oh, Renato switching it up for a north-south choke. Is he going to keep the pressure? This could be a tricky one to finish, but Renato's got great technique and world champion Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, and is a strong dude from a top game. Look at him trying to fight. Oh yeah, he's hurting. He might tap for this.
It's tight. It is very tight.
Grytskiv has got to get underneath the chin of Renato. He's got to get underneath the chin and push that head off. Look at, he's turning blue a little bit already. Look at the power of Renato as he squeezes. Velame has got a great north-south choke, and he's walking to avoid the cage. He's got to square his shoulders down. He's got to work to get his right shoulder to the ground, the opposite side of Grytskiv's chin if he wants to finish this choke. Right now, he's putting a lot of pressure on him, but Grytskiv is just trying to make him uncomfortable. Grytskiv needs to get underneath the chin and cross-face that out. Now he's turning a little bit blue. He might be going to sleep here if he doesn't figure out how to get that pressure off.
We have got the best view in the house of this. Again, a very tight grip on Velame on Grytskiv.
He's underneath his beard right here. This is not good.
So Grytskiv's doing very well to hang on, and his strength is MMA. Is he grappling? I mean, would he be putting these moves in training to defend this? Very nice by Grytskiv to get out of that. Yeah. How is Valame's arms going to be after holding that choke for so long?
I feel like he's a very experienced jiu-jitsu practitioner, which means that he knows that the first submission is not always the one that lands. Just like strikes, you got to be patient. You got to string them together. You'll tire him out with the first couple ones. You'll catch him on the third. Nice elbow from the top game. The main thing, like I said, position domination by Renato Velame as he controls this from the half guard, still dominating Grytskiv from the top. Grytskiv not too beat up, but he almost got submitted, and now he's passed.
Wow, look at this. Trying to get that choke and side control happening again, but Grytskiv's defended very well with the position that he's been in, but he'll be looking forward to the end of round one if he makes that far. He's only got 20 seconds to go.
I feel like if he got out of that north-south choke, he survived within 20 seconds. It's going to be interesting to see if the pace, like, it's not easy to be underneath a dude a whole round. That elbow just landed. Oh, no, he just got about to have wasn't super tight.
Wow, look at that. It's round one.
Excellent first round. Great attacks.
The good thing about happening right in front of our commentary position is that the cornerman of Grytskiv is right in front, so he was probably talking him through it, but there's not much he could do because that grip was tight. He did very well to get out of it, didn't he?
Yeah, you know, if I was the cornerman of Grytskiv at this point,
Rebel FC.
We'll check out the replay happening as we look at our beautiful ring girl, Roseanne.
Rebel FC.
Look at that towel getting to work over. Here we go. Here's a bit of the action from round one. As soon as that takedown happens, good move by Velame as he's going to move in that position to that very clever choke.
yeah, there's that north-south choke. I notice how Grytskiv keeps getting that shoulder off the ground. You cannot finish that north-south choke if they've got a shoulder up. I mean, if I was in the corner of Grytskiv at this point, my advice to him would be to either keep it standing or to establish it. Don't let him pass the guard. You've got to stall him out, get that closed guard, and hang on for the stand-up.
Once again, this fight proudly brought to you by Thomas Cook. Thomas Cook Sport.
Here we go, round two.
Go to thomascook.com. Round two.
Now, Renato Velame has got a lot of muscle on him, and sometimes that can be draining. I mean, he did almost get a submission, and people, it is possible you can burn your arms out if you get too ambitious with the submission too early. He's being a little tentative now. He wasn't as aggressive in this round as he is in the first.
I think Grytskiv's going to want to have his time on the top in this round and get a bit back.
Grytskiv is giving up the takedown. You can tell he's got under the chin, but he's not going to get a guillotine choke of Renato Velame.
Prime condition does Velame. It's like a Bizarro fight from his brother's fight, but happening it very early instead of late.
I mean, if I'm seeing what I think I'm seeing, I'm seeing the Ukrainian allowing Renato to take top position and hold it. You can't give up top position against a good jiu-jitsu fighter. He's going to eventually pass, just like this, working the knee slice, straight to half guard. And for mixed martial arts, you don't even really have to pass to the side. But here we are, we're right in quarter guard, not much farther, and we're in side control for Renato Velame. This is Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu 101. Look for him to start looking to get to the mount at this point. And from the mount, he'll be looking for the rear naked choke or the arm bar. This is Gracie Jiu-Jitsu 101.
Total control so far by Renato Velame over Taras Grytskiv. Grytskiv's going to want to turn this around sooner or later.
Now, Terence Grytskiv is going to have to get out from under Renato Velame. He's not going to submit him from the bottom. You're just not going to do that to a superior submission artist. Combat Sambo is a powerful style, but they tend to focus equal parts on striking throws and submission holds, whereas Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu is 100% controlling position and submitting people. You're not going to win that battle with a guy like Renato.
Half guard.
Nice elbow, going low, going over the top with the elbow. I mean, this is excellent technique and excellent control by a powerful, technical Renato Velame. Terence Grytskiv is clearly very tough, and he doesn't seem especially damaged, but he is getting dominated in this second round.
Well, again, Taras Grytskiv riding a 6-5 win streak, and it's definitely under threat early in this one, that's for sure.
I don't think he's fought anybody like Renato Velame. This is a big test for him in this match, and Renato is winning.
He's won his last 3 out of 5.
Now here we are climbing up, but again, you've got to have an active guard. Position, position, position. We saw Grytskiv,
He's got full mount.
passing straight to the mount off the knee slice, keeping the grapevine the legs so that Grytskiv cannot bridge.
Gonna try and posture up.
Now this position is a great position. Most Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu fights, you're trying to get here, right where Renato Velame is. This is what he wants. He's slowing down. Notice he's not attacking quite as much because this is a place he wants to be. Grytskiv is going to want to shrimp out. He does not want to turn his back. That is the next step for Renato. He wants Grytskiv to turn his back and expose the choke.
Could be coming at the moment. He's still got the top man position. He tries to posture up, and here it comes. He wants him to turn, but he's still keeping that top position as Grytskiv tries to wrap him up from the bottom.
Grytskiv being so tough and experienced and athletic, the thing is, if Renato lets the pressure up, it's very likely he can explode and escape out.
Here we
just
go.
like this. You see that? He came up just a little bit, and Grytskiv almost got out. Now he's got to bring it back down. He's going to say, okay, control. First, beginning of the fight.
He's trying to posture up again. Grytskiv's probably trying to get it. Oh, there we go.
So you have to posture to land power, but if you get high, you're going to have to, it's easier for them to escape. Now he's looking for a arm triangle choke. He's going to pass off. He's going to fall all the way to the left and squeeze. He's about to get that choke. Now this is
got 20 seconds to work.
This is a much higher. It's a much higher percentage choke than that north-south choke he's working. Is he able to finish it? There's a lot of technique involved in finishing this choke, and if Grytskiv is tough, he's going to be able to survive.
Under 10 seconds left in round 2.
Oh, he can't give it up. It's got 10 more seconds. He's getting choked to sleep. He survived, barely.
End of round 2. Total domination on the ground by Renato Velame over Taras Grytskiv. Grytskiv's going to have to find something special, otherwise he's heading and breaking his win streak, that's for sure.
So far in these 2 rounds, Brett, we have seen total positional domination by Renato Velame as he's gotten takedowns, submission attempts, and almost gotten both of them in both rounds. This has been absolute jiu-jitsu clinic on his part.
Here we go. Amanda and Gigi. There we go, the Rebel FC replay.
Yeah, here's that second easy takedown. You see how Grytskiv is not defending the takedown, he's grabbing on. And it just basically is saying, it's okay, you can take me down, I'll just fight off of my back, which isn't a great strategy against a Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu world champion who is also an ox like Renato Velame.
Give you one guess what Renato Velame's favorite technique is.
He just likes to take people down.
Take down. I mean, he's just done it beautifully tonight so far, and probably going to look to do more of the same in round 3. What does Grytskiv, what would be the advice from the corner for Grytskiv? What does he need to do to get back in this 3rd and final round?
Don't get on the ground. Stay off his back.
He hasn't been able to prevent it. And again, his strength is grappling.
Because it's not easy to hold a guy down either. I mean, great show of respect between these guys. But the thing is that really, Renato Velame, even though he's been dominating, he is doing most of the work. He might be tired. Grytskiv might be waiting on this so later in the fight he can get a knockout. Oh, look at that, laying that left hook. A little bit of a slip on Renato Velame's part, but Grytskiv doesn't care. He's look, exactly. If this fight is going to go in the way of the Ukrainian, it's going to go this way.
Now, you hear the crowd's reaction there. There was a bit of success by Grytskiv on the feet, but as soon as the takedown opportunity comes from Velame, he got it down. This is his world. This is his favorite technique, and this is probably where it's going to stay.
I mean, look, some things never change. Since 1992 in UFC 1, we have the best jiu-jitsu usually wins the fight, especially in these situations. And that's exactly what we're seeing tonight. You've got, it is not the 90s anymore. You have got to know how to get up from the bottom. Bottom position loses fights, period. That's a fact of the universe.
Well, that's the thing, you know, with Grytskiv's favorite technique being grappling, you think that he would have been in this moves, but I think that Velame, he's just too strong.
Well, it's not really about strength, Brett. I think it's a stylistic matchup. The thing with Combat Sambo is that they train everything. It really is like a mixed martial arts style, but they don't have control specialists. I mean, they do all the techniques, but jiu-jitsu only focuses on controlling the guy on the ground, controlling the position, and getting the submission. I mean, jiu-jitsu is all about advancing position and finishing. Position first, submission second. Combat Sambo tends to favor attacks first. They have a larger vocabulary, but their positional control is historically not nearly as strong as Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, and that's exactly what we're witnessing right here in this matchup.
Velame's just been so strong on the ground. He's just imposed his will on Grytskiv, and he's breaking his will because Grytskiv just can't get back to the feet where he wants it.
I don't think you can break a Ukrainian's will, but you can hold him down, that's for sure.
Well, again, Grytskiv just wanted that top position, and he hasn't been able to get it at all. And again, Velame's coach, you know, he believes that he was a world champion in Brazil, and believes he's the best in Brazil.
Come on, ladies and gentlemen,
He's the best in this match for sure. Passing easily to the mount.
Velame very happy, again, wanting for first on Rebel FC. And he loves China, loves the Rebel FC, he believes that it's the biggest and the best, and he's very happy to be here.
You can score this match with the IBJJF point system.
They did, yeah. We've had a couple of these fights so far tonight where very simple to score, you know, to be a judge. Just under 2 minutes left in the third and final round of this one between Taras Grytskiv and Renato Velame. This is the Rebel Fighting Championship, Rebel FC 8. The Warriors return. Brett Benetti here at cage-side with David Hollywood Hewlett as Thomas Fan says, come on guys, work. As Velame still holds top position.
What we're witnessing is a fundamental principle of mixed martial arts, Brett, where you cannot hit somebody effectively and hold them down effectively. You have to pick one. Right now, Renato is using it wisely, choosing to hold Grytskiv down. And you can tell every time he gives him a little bit of space, Grytskiv explodes and tries to get back up to his feet. Renato is not going to let that happen, though. He'll sit on top of him all night before he's going to let him escape.
I mean, his work rate has been very good. When he's got it down to the stand, under a minute now, try and posture up and get the finish, but Grytskiv, again, he's tried his hardest to defend, but he just can't get him off.
Yeah, Renato is not having it. Again, this is what he does. He does this at the world-class level in Brazil, specifically holding people down, getting past the guard, passing to the mount, and then from here you can hit them, you can submit them. But the referee will never stand you up when you're mounted on the guy, unless that referee is
what you are looking at Velame, again, he's a BJJ world champion, Brazilian MMA national champion. We're seeing it on show.
Oh, here's the armbar. Oh, nice. And he scrambles back up, looking for the up kick. Barely legal, and we're back in the guard. But look, he should have stood up there instead of trying to scramble. I mean, the fact that he got lucky, that he didn't get caught with that arm block, but it was not enough.
Well, that is all she wrote. We're heading to the judges' scorecard. It is a no-brainer who won this fight. Congratulations to Renato Velame. Great performance tonight at Rebel FC 8 over Taras Grytskiv. And again, two Grytskivs, two Rebel FCs. They're looking for their first victory still.
I feel total domination for Renato, but stranger things have happened. And here we have a big swing and a big miss.
No, nothing stranger can happen. No. But this is the moments that are on its feet, but this is the story of the fight. Down to the mat, keeping him to the mat, and working hard on the mat to keep that position, working for submissions. That was the armbar, attempted armbar. Look, this is barely legal, but...
See, the second he slipped off that armbar, he should have stood up and immediately, I mean, but he was the last 5 seconds.
I think
he went for the submission because it was the end of the match. He knew that if he didn't hit it, it was very, very savvy on the part of Renato Velame that he knew to go for the submission in the last 5-10 seconds of the match because he had control. He's like, well, if I can get the finish, I'll get it. I'll go for it when the risk of me losing, even if he loses the position, the fight's over soon. John Jones, the infamous, used to do that a lot. He would always go for something especially flashy or crazy in the last 10 seconds of a fight because that's the time to do it. If you're going to screw up, do it right at the end of the round.
Well, again, 6-fight win streak comes to an end for Taras Grytskiv, and Velame gets his 4th win on the trot and his first win at Rebel FC.
The winner is Red Collar.
No surprise there.
Duh.
Brazilian takes it.
Nice trophies here at Rebel FC as well.
I like the demeanor of Grytskiv.